back, baby. So I'm gonna make these a lot shorter, um, for various reasons, but this is an reintroduction video called Apocalypse Noah, because apocalypse means the uncovering of all things, and Noah means rest. So apocalypse equals rest, contrary to every single movie or book, except the Bible, that you've watched or read. Um, so I wanted this as an introduction that biblically the apocalypse is waited for by believers, is proclaimed by believers, it is hastened by believers. It says that in 1st or 2nd Peter, that we are waiting and hastening the coming of Messiah, and that's the fulfillment of us. So every true messianist Christian, they need to put on Messiah. So I got this revelation that the Shemites, so Shem means namer, because of his name, his renown, his reputation. He was able to name people. So everything in the Bible connects to things, and I'll get to that in other videos. So what happened was, they knew so much, and they literally had the key to everything, but half of them, the side that I believe turned into Abraham and Eber, they knew that all knowledge should be shared with everybody, regardless of their intent. God will judge them based on their intent. Knowledge judges people. Messiah is called the Word, and the Word, people are judged through Messiah, so they're judged through the Word. And so, and if I seem like I'm blanking out a little bit, is because a lot has been coming lately. So I have to speak a little slowly and keep my thoughts good enough to speak them out to people. And so the other half was like, well, there's evil men that exist. They had that us and them mentality where there's an enemy. But remember, we don't fight against flesh and blood. So there actually is no physical enemy. It's just the spiritual things people let manifest in their body. And that gets into the nature of things, which I'll get into future videos. And so one of these guys, his name literally means the exalted brazen serpent. And hey, Kirk, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. It has been a while. What was I saying? His name means the exalted brazen serpent, and his name, I forgot what it was, but it sounded like the word for Indu, Sindhu, Hindu. So it tells you the origin of where that magic comes from. Because it's literally 33 million gods or something like that. So that's a lot of confusion. And the serpent brings confusion. So you can literally figure these things out. So I had a Shem schism, and that's what you saw on my last videos. I've come through the Shem schism with more knowledge, and I'm not going to hide it, even if nobody listens. I'm going to speak it all out, because a piece of it might be something missing that hastens the apocalypse, and that's my job as a Christian, believe it or not. So that's why it's called Apocalypse Noah. That's the introduction. I don't think I have anything else to say, really, except things are going to get very interesting very soon. We might be entering the second half of a 7-year campaign, split into two, like it says in Daniel. And we are literally fourth dimensional beings in a third dimensional body, created through a fifth dimensional being. That's why in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was an Elohim, because it was a force. Angels are called Elohim. judges are called Elohim, mighty men are called Elohim. That means that the word embodies all of that. And what was Messiah? He was a mighty man, as it speaks in Isaiah. It says he will be called, was it? It was Gabriel, but I forgot the two words that made it up. And it literally means mighty man of valor, but that's Isaiah 9:6, and they translate it as mighty God. They mistranslate it to cloud you. So basically, we're living in Egypt versus Shem, evolved through Abraham and Moses and everything. You're either going to be Moses or Messiah, or Pharaoh or Rome. You're going to be the manifestations of Egypt or the manifestations of Shem. You're either going to get a name for yourself or you're going to descend. That's why they call the Nephilim the fallen ones and the Rephaim the sunken ones. And I think that's all I'm going to get out of here because they're 6 minutes and I want to keep them like 5 minutes, some of them. And this is just an introduction. So, Apocalypse, Noah, if you have information you think is true, don't be afraid of the deep state hearing you or feds asking you questions and you answer them. It's like, come on. You can say all the truth you want because you can't do anything against truth, only for it. So if a wicked person hears the mysteries I'm saying and they use it to help technology that helps the Antichrist, that's my job as a piece of a book. And a rainbow is cutting through the screen that has to get through some other things. I'll post the pictures where I drew the first through fifth dimensions and related them to the light spectrum and perception and our realm that we live on. It's wild. The future is amazing. So hopefully I can get people to watch these. You can spread them once I start making them. But yeah, it's going to be fast. It might be every day. I might just speak into this thing every day for 10 or 20 minutes until my purpose is fulfilled, which I won't say anything about that because it's only my business, God's business, Messiah's business. It's a hierarchy. I don't tell anybody else. And they can't actually access it. It's funny. Anyway, so God bless you all, especially you, Kirk, because you're the one who said something, even though it says there's 4 people in here. I'll see you guys whenever, because the Spirit blows where it wishes and you hear its sound, but you do not know where it came from or where it's going. Therefore, you do not know somebody of the Spirit where they're coming from or where they're going. Nobody knew I was going to go live again because I said I didn't want to anymore because of a perception. My perception has now been changed. And surprise, surprise, here I am. So God bless you all. I'll spread this on the other channels. So if you see notifications, that's just me posting it. So Baruch Hashem Yehovah Shaddai. And Baruch Kadosh Yeshua HaMashiach. I think I said that right. And it's to manifest. It's called the living word because these words manifest all reality. Greek came from Hebrew and is battling pictorial language, which is Chinese and Japanese symbols and hieroglyphs. It's so psychologically crazy. I can't stop talking. I have to. So bless you all.